Every day, millions of cat owners believe they are showing love, while research shows they are actually sparking heartbreak. Modern myths say cats are low maintenance and aloof, yet the data shows 1/4 of shelter surrenders come from misunderstood bad behavior. Ancient history and groundbreaking science from Dr. Dennis Turner reveal our most ordinary routines are full of signals we misread. What are the hidden ways you might be breaking your cat's trust without ever knowing? And what does your cat's history say about the secret emotional world you have been missing? Roughly 10,000 years ago, long before the first collar jingled or a single can of food cracked open, wildcats began trailing the edges of early human settlements. Archaeological digs in Cyprus reveal cat bones buried beside humans as far back as 7,500 BCE, hinting at a quiet partnership that predates written history. These cats were not captured or bred into submission. They chose to linger near our granaries, drawn by the promise of easy prey, rodents that flourished in the wake of stored grain. Over generations, the boldest and most adaptable felines lingered closer, evolving softer features and gentler temperaments. This self-domestication set cats apart from dogs, who were actively selected and bred by humans for specific roles. Instead, cats walked their own path, forging a relationship on their terms. The result is a species that balances independence with a selective, subtle sociality, a kind of emotional diplomacy that shapes every interaction they have with us. Unlike pack animals, cats do not rely on overt displays or constant contact to maintain bonds. Their language is quieter, built on glances, gentle touches, and moments of proximity. Dr. Dennis Turner, a pioneering ethologist in Switzerland, challenged the old myth of the solitary cat. In the 1980s, Turner's fieldwork revealed that cats form complex social groups and lasting attachments, not just with other cats, but with humans as well. He documented how cats use a sophisticated blend of scent, posture, and quiet vocalizations to communicate trust, boundaries, and even affection. Turner's research faced skepticism. Grant committees dismissed the idea that cats could have rich emotional lives, arguing that only dogs and primates form true bonds. But Turner persisted, showing that cats adapt their signals for each household member. He found that cats meow more at men, who are statistically less likely to respond to feline vocalizations, revealing a flexible, responsive intelligence at work. The evolutionary story of cats explains why their emotional signals are so easy to miss. Their ancestors survived by keeping secrets, staying silent to avoid predators, using scent and body language instead of loud calls. Even today, a cat's slow blink or gentle headbutt carries a depth of meaning invisible to the untrained eye. These are not just quirks of personality, but echoes of a survival strategy honed over millennia. Understanding this history reframes the way we see our cats. Their subtlety is not a sign of coldness or detachment. It is the legacy of an animal that chose partnership without surrendering its need for autonomy. The quiet rituals, a tail curled around your leg, a soft chirp at dawn, are the modern descendants of ancient survival codes. Through this lens, every overlooked signal and misunderstood gesture becomes a clue to the emotional world cats have been inviting us to join since the dawn of agriculture. Pet stores line their aisles with promises of easy simplicity. Bags stamped with phrases like easy care, glossy brochures touting the independent cat, and displays of automatic feeders and self-cleaning litter boxes. The message is everywhere. Cats are effortless companions, perfectly suited for busy lives, requiring little more than food, water, and a patch of sunlight. This idea, shaped by decades of cultural shorthand and amplified by a booming pet industry, has become a kind of armor against guilt. If cats thrive on neglect, then overlooked play sessions, missed greetings, and solitary afternoons are not just forgivable, they are expected. Yet behind the marketing, a different reality emerges. Surveys show that while more than half of cat owners report problems like scratching furniture or sudden aggression, very few consider these behaviors grounds for surrender. In fact, less than 1% of cats in recent shelter studies were given up solely for scratching, despite 58% of owners struggling to manage it at home. Most people faced with shredded couches or midnight yowls don't turn to rehoming. they turn to coping mechanisms, declawing, isolation, or simply ignoring the problem, hoping it will fade with time. The industry narrative of the maintenance-free pet leaves owners unprepared for the emotional complexity behind these behaviors. This mismatch between expectation and reality has consequences far beyond the home. Shelters across North America report that behavioral problems, including scratching, aggression, and litter box avoidance, are among the top 3 reasons cats are relinquished. While scratching alone rarely leads to surrender, it is often the final straw in a series of misunderstood signals. Industry trade shows still feature automated toys and feeders as solutions for the independent cat, yet ethologists warn that these gadgets can deepen emotional distance, masking distress rather than solving it. Anonymous accounts from former pet store employees describe sales scripts that downplay the need for daily interaction, reinforcing the myth that cats are content to be left alone. The fallout is visible in the numbers. Every year, hundreds of thousands of cats enter shelters for reasons that trace back to unmet social and emotional needs. The American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals estimates that behavior-related issues account for a significant portion of the nearly 1 million cats relinquished annually in the United States. These are not the animals described in advertising copy. They are cats whose subtle requests for connection have gone unrecognized, whose stress signals have been mistaken for quirks or defiance. The fallout is real. The science tells a different story from the marketing. Ethologists like Dr. Kristen Vitale and Dr. Dennis Turner have shown that cats crave reciprocity and routine, not isolation. Secure attachments form when owners respond to greetings, honor boundaries, and offer choice, not when they rely on automation or absence. The low-maintenance myth is more than a harmless exaggeration. It shapes routines, expectations, and ultimately the fate of millions of cats whose emotional lives are richer and more fragile than the pet industry is willing to admit. In a quiet laboratory at the University of Sussex, a team led by Dr. Karen McComb set out to answer a question that had stumped pet owners and scientists alike. Could cats and humans truly communicate affection through eye contact? Until then, most people dismissed feline glances as blank or inscrutable, but McComb suspected there was a deeper code at work, a signal hiding in plain sight. The experiment was simple, but the implications were anything but. 21 owners, each paired with their own cat, sat in a room under the watchful lens of a camera. The protocol was this: the human would relax, make gentle eye contact, and then slowly close and reopen their eyes. A deliberate, unhurried blink. For a control, the same owners also tried holding a neutral stare, avoiding any blink at all. What happened next rewrote the rulebook on cat-human relationships. When owners slow blinked, their cats were more than twice as likely to respond with a slow blink of their own. This was not a random tick or sleepy gesture. The cats mirrored the movement, holding the gaze, then narrowing their eyes in a soft, deliberate motion. In feline social life, this gesture is the gold standard of trust, a signal exchanged between cats who feel safe in each other's presence. Now, for the first time, it was being offered to humans, and not just to familiar faces. In a second phase of the study, strangers were brought in to slow blink at the cats, then extend a hand. The results were even more striking. Cats approached the outstretched hand twice as often after a slow blink, compared to a neutral stare. The raw footage captured moments that upended old assumptions. Cats who had been labeled aloof or standoffish melted under the soft gaze, their body language shifting from wary to relaxed. Tails rose, ears softened, and a tentative step forward replaced the usual retreat. For McComb, it was the first experimental proof that slow blinking could bridge the species divide, not as a trick or gimmick, but as a genuine emotional exchange. Her team published the findings in 2019, sparking a wave of replications and a new wave of curiosity about what cats are really saying with their eyes. Skeptics at academic conferences called it anthropomorphism, dismissing the idea that cats could share anything so human as a smile. But the data told a different story. Slow blinking is not just a sign of contentment. It is an invitation, a peace offering, and a test of trust all at once. In the wild, closing your eyes even for a moment means letting your guard down. For a cat, to slow blink at a human is to say, "I feel safe with you." This discovery gave owners a concrete, repeatable tool for building connection. No special training, no gadgets, just a willingness to meet your cat at eye level, to blink slowly, and wait for an answer. The implications ripple far beyond the lab. Shelter workers now use slow blinks to calm anxious cats. Veterinarians recommend it as a way to ease stress before exams. Even in homes where trust has been broken, this simple gesture can begin to repair the bond, one blink at a time. For the first time, science had caught up with what attentive owners suspected all along. Cats are watching, reading, and responding to our smallest signals. The slow blink is their olive branch, a silent language that, when spoken fluently, can turn even the most reserved companion into a friend. Inside every cat's brain, the chemistry of attachment is at work, shaping not only their behavior but their sense of safety and trust. When a cat greets a familiar person, the encounter triggers the release of oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds human infants to their caregivers. Voluntary eye contact and gentle touch, like a slow blink or a soft cheek rub, cause oxytocin levels to rise, reinforcing the emotional link between cat and human. In securely attached cats, this bond acts as a buffer against daily stress, allowing them to explore their environment and return for comfort when needed. But the opposite is also true. When a cat's signals are ignored or misunderstood, when a greeting is brushed off or a boundary crossed, the body's stress response takes over. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, begins to climb. Over time, repeated experiences of rejection or unpredictability teach the cat that their attempts at connection are unreliable. This is the root of insecure attachment, a state that mirrors patterns seen in human children raised with inconsistent care. Instead of seeking comfort, the cat may withdraw, become hypervigilant, or display anxious behaviors like pacing, excessive grooming, or vocalizing at odd hours. Laboratory studies reveal just how deeply these attachment patterns are wired. In secure-based tests, cats placed in unfamiliar rooms with their owners show clear preferences. Securely attached cats use their person as a safe haven, returning for reassurance before venturing out. Insecure cats either cling anxiously, unable to relax, or avoid contact entirely, exploring without seeking comfort. These styles are not fixed at birth. They form through daily interactions, especially during early development and the first months in a new home. Consistent routines, gentle greetings, and the freedom to choose when and how to interact are the building blocks of secure bonds. Neuroscience confirms the stakes. Chronic elevation of cortisol, even at low levels, is linked to immune suppression, digestive issues, and depression-like withdrawal in cats. Behavioral studies show that securely attached cats display fewer problem behaviors, less aggression, less destructive scratching, and fewer accidents outside the litter box. Their oxytocin levels rise after positive interactions, and they recover from stress more quickly. In contrast, cats with insecure attachments often show flat or even declining oxytocin after contact, signaling that touch and proximity are not sources of comfort, but potential threats. The parallels with human attachment run deep. Just as children test a caregiver's reliability through protest and reunion, cats use subtle signals, greeting routines, slow blinks, and gentle headbutts to measure their person's responsiveness. When these overtures are met with warmth and respect, the bond strengthens. When they are ignored, the cat's stress system primes for disappointment, making every future interaction a test of trust. The heartbreak is not just emotional, it is written into the body, shaping health, behavior, and the very architecture of the feline mind. This science reframes everyday choices. Missing a morning greeting or forcing unwanted contact does not just annoy a cat, it leaves a biological imprint. Secure attachment is not a luxury, but a daily necessity, built through small acts of recognition and respect. In the next moments of the day, the emotional checkpoint is set. Will this be a world of safety, or one where signals vanish into silence? Cats live by a rhythm older than alarm clocks or work commutes. Their bodies are wired for crepuscular life, most alert and emotionally available at dawn and dusk. These windows are not just for hunting, they are the heartbeats of feline social life. In the early morning, a cat may greet its person with a soft meow, a gentle rub against the ankle, or a hopeful look at the door. Each gesture is a checkpoint, a test of connection after hours apart. When these greetings are met with silence, a rushed step, or the blue glow of a phone screen, the message lands. Your signals do not matter here. Before meals, anticipation builds. Cats pace, vocalize, even perform small rituals like circling or weaving between legs. This is not just hunger, it is a request for reassurance, a cue that routine equals safety. Inconsistent feeding times or distracted, absent-minded refills chip away at trust, teaching the cat that comfort is unpredictable. Evening brings a final chance for closeness, a slow blink, a curl beside you on the couch, a need on a favorite blanket. Missing these moments does not just disappoint, it erases opportunities for security, leaving anxiety in their place. Owners often overlook these daily peaks, not realizing that every ignored greeting or skipped ritual is a quiet heartbreak, written in the language of routine. A cat's tolerance for petting is measured in seconds, not minutes. The warning signs unfold in a precise sequence, each one a plea for space before pleasure tips into distress. In the first 30 seconds, whiskers may ripple forward, then pull back, and a faint shiver runs along the skin, subtle but unmistakable if you know to look. By the 1-minute mark, ears begin to swivel or flatten, tail tips twitch, and pupils widen just enough to catch the light. These are not signs of contentment, but the earliest signals of overload. Ignore them and the timeline accelerates. After 2 minutes, the signals become impossible to miss. Pupils fully dilate, the tail lashes, and the body tenses, ready to swat or bite. This isn't aggression, it is self-defense, written into feline wiring. The moment you spot a whisker twitch or an ear flick, withdraw your hand. Waiting for the hiss is waiting too long. Every second past that first warning is a step closer to broken trust. Dr. Kristen Vitale's work with families offers a blueprint for repairing broken trust between cats and their people. In one anonymized household, the shift began with a choice-based routine. Meals landed at the same times each day, always paired with a gentle greeting, no rushing, no distracted phone scrolling. Petting became a privilege, not an obligation. Owners waited for their cat to approach, offered a hand, and stopped at the first sign of an ear flick or tail twitch. Slow blink exchanges became part of the evening ritual, a silent conversation of safety and recognition. Over 4 to 6 weeks, the changes added up. The cat's aggression dropped, measured not in dramatic before and after videos, but in the quiet statistics of daily life. Fewer swats, more time spent in shared spaces, a new willingness to curl up nearby. The numbers told their own story, behavioral improvement by nearly half, as trust rebuilt through small, consistent choices. Right now, millions of cats silently navigate human habits. Their brains evolved to decode, but not always to survive. As new studies reveal just how deeply cats feel and remember, every choice we make leaves a mark. The science is clear. Emotional neglect shapes behavior and trust for years. In the end, your cat's heart is always listening. What will it hear from you tonight?